Okay, we were going to go through the how you set up the invitations. So basically what invitations are, it allows you to link up with a parent or carer, and then you're able to share information between each other. And there are a few important factors that we need to consider when doing this. Firstly, we need to ensure that the email that we use is the same email that either you've created the account with for the parent or carer, or the same email on their own account. So for example, there's two ways that they can register. One is that they can go to the Early Tracker website and fill in the registration form like you did yourselves, and the other way is that you can create their account for them, and whatever email either they've used or you've used for them, then you need to ensure you use that same email that you're going to set up the invitation for. Otherwise it will not work. So for example, if we go to the main menu and go to children, in order to set up an invite we would have to go to this page, and then in the actions menu we have the invitations link. So if we click on there, if I click here, if I just go to send invitation, and in here when we enter the email we need to ensure that that email is the same as the email that they have for their account. So either you've already set up their account from your own system and you need to put that email here, or they need to give you the email that they have for their account, and that needs to match up because that's how the linking will work. Okay, what we have here is two accounts open. So I have Maria, who's the parent, guardian, or the carer, and I have the nursery for Layla Abbott. She's a nursery and she has these children in here. So what I want to do is I want to set up a link between the nursery and the parent so that they can share information between each other. So what we need to do first is we need to be able to go. One thing before I go through that, I just wanted to mention that you might think that the two screens are looking slightly different because of the menu bars across here, and on here we don't have a menu bar, and that's because the website, Early Tracker website, is responsive. So that means that you can use this website on any device. So you could use it on your iPad, your Android tablets, on your iPhones and your Android phones, and all you need to do is just sign up there. So when I reduce the size of this, as you can see, it's all responsive. So you can actually check. You can still do everything you want to on your phones, and the menu is up here. So if you selected that, the menu would drop down, and you can see all the rest of the menus in here also. So that's just to give you an idea that if you were using it on a tablet, it would be slightly different because it's just responsive. Okay, let's go back to here. Now, in order to set up a link between the parent and the nursery, and the same will apply for you if you're a childminder, is that you go to the child that you want to set the link up for, and you need to ensure that if you go to the actions section and there is a button here, and if you mouse over it says invitations. So what you can do is click on this. Now as you can see also that on Maria's, on the parents side, on a previous video we set up a account for her. Now she hasn't got any children added to her account. So what we can do is we can send her an invite link, and when she clicks on that link she will have to log in, and then she'll be asked for a password, and once she does that she'll be able to add her child to her system, and it will also link you together, so when you do any sharing it's possible to do that. So let's try that. So I'm going to click on the button above here that says send invitation for Ben Ashton, and in here I need to put in the first name of the carer, so I'm going to put Maria. Her last name is Ashton, and her email is Maria at and you need to give her a password so that when she actually receives the link to connect, she will need to enter this password. Now she will get an email with the password, and if I choose a password here, I'm just going to choose any password, testing 1 2 3, and also we have the date of birth, so when she actually tries to log in, she will have to enter the password, and she will have to enter the date of birth. Now these are two great security features, because if somebody accidentally receives the email, well, they'll know the password because they received that in the email, but then they need to know the child's date of birth. Now, as a carer and the parent, they will know the date of birth of the child that you're trying to connect with, and that won't display in the email, so that's kind of a good feature to have. So if I submit, and now it says the invitation has been sent, and she will get an email. So if I just go across and get the email from Maria Ashton, and if I click on mail, and as you can see here, early tracker email has arrived, and it says invitation received for early tracker. So if I click on that email, and the email I'm using here is the system email, so that's why you see all this extra information. So I'm just going to click on the HTML email here, and that should clear that out. And so basically she gets an email that says, "Hi, you have been sent an invitation to link with us on Early Tracker. If you already have an account with Early Tracker, then simply click the link below. If you do not have an account, then please contact us." So she's already got an account, so all she needs to do is click on the link here. But it also tells her that please note, for security reasons, we do not provide the date of birth. As a recipient, you should know the date of birth for the child already, and it gives her the password. So all she has to do then is she just needs to click on the link. So I'll click on there for her, and now that will ask her to enter the password. So as you can see, it's Maria here, and the password I set up was testing 1 2 3, and the date of birth she needs to remember for the child that she had. So it is the 2nd of that, and then all I need to do is submit. And as you can see, I've entered either the password or the date of birth is not correct. Now I can't remember the date of birth, so I'm gonna just go back, and I can look at the date of birth for the child, which is 11/11/12/14. So there we have it. So the password is testing 1 2 3, and the birthday is for 2014 of November 11th. And when I submit, it should accept that. There we go. And it's already populated Ben's details, so for her. So it's got his name, his surname, male, his date of birth, English, start date, and she can add the picture if she likes. And if she submits, and the child has been successfully added. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this, and I'm going to go back to the other screen on the right side, and I'll refresh that. So I'm going to take this away, and I'm going to go and refresh Maria's account here. So all I need to do is refresh it. So if I refresh that, you'll see Ben's details pop up here, as you can see. So now it says invited by Layla Abbott. So you know that you've got a link between your nursery, and if I go back to, you have your link here, it shows the count as 1. Okay, now you have the set up the invitation. As you can see in the column where it says invitees, it says 1, so you know you have linked up with a carer. So what you can do then is you can start sharing information. So what you can do is you can go to, let's go to observations, and let's say I want to share this particular observation, and it has Ben's picture in it, so that's fine. So I want to share this particular observation. So what we have here is on the in the actions button column, we have a share button here. So if I click that, and then what happens is you have a pop-up, and that pop-up shows you all the parents that you're connected with, or the carers. So you can select them from here, and you select Ben Ashton. That's the only one we have at the moment. And if I say submit, and that's now submitted this observation to the parent, and that's gone. So what I can do is, if I just go to my shared area, and I go to shared area, and here I can see also who's online, and I can see that Maria's online, and her last login was on this date at this time, and I can then select her from here, and now this shows me the different things that I can share with her. So you can share the timetable, the observations, photos, journals, and if you have the business goal package, then you'll be able to share documents, contracts, and other things. So let's go to observations, because I just want to show you that this is shared by Maria. So if Maria sends you anything, in this tab it would appear, and if you share anything, and it says shared by me, and if you click on that tab, and it will show you what you've shared. So as you can see here, this is an observation that you sent them, and you shared that with them. Now if I go over to Maria's side, and if I refresh the screen, and what we have is we have two kind of notifications. So if we look at the top here, we have a notification here which says Layla Abbott shared an observation. So we look out for the counts here, and also we have a count here that says there's something that's come into our shared area. So all I need to do is mouse over to the notification there and click on shared, and that takes me straight to the shared area, and it shows me that there's something new that's come in, and this was shared by the nursery. So in order to remove this notification, all I need to do is click on the new. When I refresh the page, it will not show that notification again. So as you can see, it's gone to 0, and it's cleared out of the inbox here. So that is how you share information. You can do the same for the timetable. Let's for example do one from the parent side. So let's say we go into the gallery. Say she wants to send an image of her picture to them, and she would like to share it. So then she can select that, and she can share it with Layla Abbott, and she clicks on share, and so the images have been shared. So all I need to do then is, when we go to our screen and we're doing our kind of work, and we've gone to a different page, and let me refresh this, and as you will see on the alerts at the top, as you can see, it says Maria Ashton shared a gallery. So we just need to click on that, and it takes us straight to the gallery. The shared area where you can see the picture. So this was shared by Maria, and in order to remove this notification and remove it here, all we need to do is click on new, and then if we refresh the page or go to another page and come back, it won't be there. There you go, it's gone, but the image is still there, so I can click on that and view. So there we have it. This is how we share information and how easy it is to share information between the parent and the childcare provider. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if there are any problems, please contact us at support@earlytracker.com.